What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Wilson, and today you're going to see the largest betta that I've ever seen. Say hello to Primetime. You've met him before if you watch some other videos, but if you haven't, welcome. Do me a favor, hit subscribe, notification bell, and leave a comment of what you think. For those that think that I have left African cichlids, I am sorry, I did not. I still have the Lake Tanganyika tank with the Tropheus, the Betta I, and the Shelleys. However, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and I have a lot of content to show you with some of the new setups. But what I wanted to talk about is how big this betta is. This is a giant betta. It's a morph, so to speak, of a typical betta that just is bred, almost like line breeding species, to be much larger. He's got some blue flecks in him, he's got a ton of color, and he does really well with an extremely large shrimp called the bamboo shrimp. Now, you can get a lot of this stuff from flipaquatics.com, but overall, if you've watched, I've added some stuff to this. I've added some frog bit at the top. Oh, let's feed real quick. I want to show you something. Everybody talks about how Northfin pellets sink too fast for their betta. Watch this. I'm just going to go ahead and place them right above the water, not toss them up. Oh, look, they're not sinking. Right? And then I will take some and I will just drop them in and show you that they do sink. So if I was closer, it would sink less, or slower, I should say. But he still goes after it because he's prime time and he's gonna eat what he's gonna eat. So overall, this scape. I wanted to envision something and I tried, and it just kind of, the moss took over, the seaweed took over, the freshwater seaweed. And the frog bit is just getting crazy, but I'm going to transfer frog bit to different tanks overall. But this tank is doing really well. Primetime is doing really well. The Cardinals are doing really well. And remember, I moved Sushi out to his own aquarium that's much smaller for him. But the bamboo keep it clean. The mystery snail helped to keep it clean. And overall, with everything that I've added, this tank is doing extremely well. So now I want to kind of give you a pan out shot of showing you how far this aquarium has gotten. The moss has exploded over the small bonsai tree. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's like Wabbertang, I don't know. It is freshwater seaweed, and it will go wherever it wants to go, just like that mystery snail down at the bottom. But what you can see is the seaweed has kind of moved itself all around, and I can move it, but it will slide based on flow and just hang out where it feels comfortable and grow. And it has. This was a small little bit, if you remember, a while ago. And if you don't, go back to some videos and you'll find that this growth is absolutely insane. That moss at the top of the bonsai tree has just kind of went brown a little bit, and then again it exploded in growth, and it has to be from just probably the nitrates, the lighting, and just maintaining this aquarium and not doing as many water changes, but just making sure that the parameters sit really well. The temperature is almost spot on all the time because it's a smaller system, it's easier to control, and the Sarayu stone does exactly what it does. It's supposed to sit there and look pretty, right? So I'd like to mix up some stuff, maybe trim some things back, but right now everything is going so well that I don't want to mess with it, right? I just want to leave it the way it is and allow it to do what it does. So let me know what you think. Should I trim some stuff back? Should I clean it up? Should I take something out? I'm comfortable with it. The Anubias seems to be growing. There is some more wood to the right that you can't see, and down below there's some cholla wood or cholla wood, however you pronounce it. And happy fish, happy plants, and this is very low tech, no CO2. I don't dose anything. I feed Northfin flake, I feed Northfin pellet, typically krill and super betta, and that's pretty much it. There's 3 bamboo shrimps are thriving, and I mean, I couldn't be happier for this aquarium and where it's going because I'm practicing. Aw, shizzle stick, the krill flake. Natural color enhancing flakes. No artificial. Look at this. Beast mode. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Does that say brand of the year? Uh-huh. Because that's what Northfin is. You know where you can get this, right? NorthFinUSA.com. And now, The moment you've all been waiting for. Well, I don't know about all, but... Oh, look at this. The flake of the millennia. Look at this. It doesn't just fall apart. I mean, you can rip it, but when you pick it up, oh, my goodness, a ton of it. You can get it at NORTHFINUSA.com. Enjoy Northfin Krill Flake. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Back to prime time. So for the folks that think that just cichlids are dead in the water for me, it's not. There's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things that are going on, and I'm restructuring the way I'm doing tanks, and I'm practicing. I'm evolving, right? That's the idea of being in this amazing hobby is you need to evolve. And working with Fritz Aquatics, we're in saltwater, we're in freshwater, we're just all over the place, right? So I need to be in all of it so that I can get a taste of it. And everybody will say, well, how come you haven't done saltwater yet? Well, I guess the real reason is it's very expensive. Oh, hey, prime time. And I just don't feel like diving into that currently right now financially. I just don't want to do it. And ultimately, maybe that'll change. But right now, I get to see some amazing saltwater aquariums, beautiful frag tanks all over the United States when I'm traveling for work. But these planet tanks usually take care of themselves. They're smaller systems, so the thought is, well, we're gonna have to do more water changes and things like that. I don't overfeed, I don't overpopulate. So ultimately, I have 2 filters on this aquarium, and I don't do as many water changes as you think. I maybe do a water change once every 10 days, and it's about 50%, if not a little less, because look at the frog bit. Its crawlers are just reaching down, just pulling those nitrates up. The moss is using it. The seaweed's using it, the Anubias at the bottom. And I do dose with Monster 360 just to help the nitrates as well, because the shrimp aren't going to be able to take care of everything. The mystery sail's not going to be able to kick up everything and munch on what it needs to munch on. So overall, this is a well-balanced aquarium, the full spectrum. And my other small aquariums are very much the same way, and I'm happy where this is going. I'm thinking about doing a shell dweller tank. I just got to think of the size, think of the placement, and think about what I want to do. And if you have an idea of what shellies you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Just say, hey, look, I think you should do this shell dweller. And I like to hear those things. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to take that advice, because you have to do what you'd like to do. If you want to move one rock in here, do it. I do ask for opinions every once in a while because I like to see things from different perspectives. But usually I already have a focus, a drive, and I know exactly where I want it to go. And if it doesn't get there, then I change it. And when I'm using those outside perspectives, it does help me to fine tune things. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for enjoying the content. And if you did, subscribe like I asked in the beginning. If not, no harm, no foul. Follow me on Instagram. And as always, you know what's next. Holla! Bye, Prime Time.